Good morning, my fellow Biafrans. Good evening and good night. Depends on your time and your location. From the location you are watching Biafra is my home TV. Sorry, the RealBiafraTv. I greet you all. I hope you may good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You are the first person today. Thank you so much. I appreciate your effort of being here. As if like you are waiting for us to come live this morning. Thank you so much. Before we move, please let's take our time to like and share the program before we move. But that should be after the prayer of Onyendumazin and the Khan. Maxwell, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Thank you for coming. You're always here. Thank you so much. We are going to start with the prayers of Onyendumazin this morning as the Spirit lead us.
And I will pray in the language of heaven because Chukwukika is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored. All the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ime niile Chukwukika bụ onye na-efuwe na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla ndị ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko ebe ndị gị na-eze ekpere ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro iwe enye anyị n'ala gịrị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla anyị aka ike niile nọ gbadoro aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-etoghị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na ihe ikpụrụ anyị nkwa na o mekọtaghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na nke dị n'igwe akpọleghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị na-agba mbọ bụ ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwụ na Chineke na ihe bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-etoghị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke kwuru m ihe niile onye ọbụla anyị a na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ma ruo n'ebighị.
Ise. That is from our leader Onyendumazin and the Kano. A man with the highest honor in this world, a man with the highest respect, a man who refused to compromise like Gento and Butozo, a man who refused to sell out like Ogenkere and DOS, like Adandosh and all of them, a man who teaches us how to stand on the truth no matter how tough it is, that we must stand on the truth. Kudos to him. Good morning to Mazen Nandekano. Good morning to Mas Simon Eba. Good morning to Deputy Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. Good morning to those to RealBiafra Army. Moisa to all of you. From here, I give all of you your salute and your accolades. Both those are on the homeland, those in the abroad that are working assiduously to make that we defend this country, United States of Biafra. I thank all once again. Moisa. So my people, we have no time to waste this morning. You know, Chukwukika is at work. Really, he's working seriously on our behalf, and he's also positioning our enemies. He's trying to let us know he's exposing all our enemies here and there. Whether you are in the military, whether you are abroad, anywhere you are, Chukwukika is doing what? He is letting us to know the enemies of the Biafran people without wasting time. To know these enemies is very simple as an ABCD. It's no longer in the era where you have to know your enemy a whole decade before you know your enemy. The enemy is always there. And what's there are there. Chuko Kabiama are exposing them for us. Believe you me. Have you seen the current video of the so-called claim general called Gentle Yahoo? When you see those things, you see that ignorance is a disease. Ignorance is a disease. Ignorance is very big disease in our life that we, the real Biafran people, must remove it from our own side. That is why we must educate ourselves on what to come and the impending dangers of what they are claiming in future. When you do something, don't just do it because of today. Think of tomorrow, next tomorrow, as the days are running ahead. Think of these things I'm talking about. Like ndị Igbo ji esi n'okwu Igbo. N'echi dị ime. Are you following? Ndị Igbo si n'echi dị ime mana ọkwa nwa na-azụ. Enwebere onye ma ihe nke ahụ aka ga-amụ amụ gazọsọ nke adị ime ya dị. Do you understand? Do not do something without thinking about tomorrow and about the future and the consequence that is follow every action. There is a consequence that follows every action. When you don't think like that, you make a series of mistakes that when you be shouting, had I know, had I know. And you know that our people said, had I know always comes at last. For you to run away from had I know, you must be taking measure. You must be taking yardstick on things that you do not just come and do because you see Biafra is doing. Do not do because of Humble Lion has his own way of doing. Let me copy him. Neba is no Igbo. Na elepra nwa dibia gwo na ọ na-agwọ iberibe. Na megin elekwa nwa dibia gwo na nwa dibia ngwo m nke o si wee gwo. As no edo otu ahụ na megin na ọ na-agwọ iberibe. These are things that we must think and things that we must know. We should not allow negativity to drive us away from the truth. We should not allow I love him, I want him to make us do not stand on the real track. These are things that you all must know. We do not allow because of he's my man to destroy us. We also do not allow influence of money. Ekwe TV, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ekwe TV. I can see you. Good morning for coming in. Please like and share. If you never like, please take your time to like what I'm doing. That is why I'm still making preamble. I'm sharing to the groups of our brothers that always want to hear from us, that has something, that always like to hear the truth. So we must know one thing. Ignorance is not excuse in the eyes of law. If you really watch me, I keep on hitting on this because I don't know now. You have to forgive me. You have to pardon me. No, you must know. You must ask questions. You must try to know by yourself because the best teacher is what you teach yourself. You know that is the truth. You know this is of the truth that you must do what teach yourself. So do not mind anybody who is here or who claim his eminence without obeying United States of Biafra government. You know, our people don't know value of government. Our people don't know value of a new country. When you know value of a new country and the value of a government, you could have not been cascading this government right now and do what they do in social media. You could have just calm yourself down and you queue and they come and learn. There is where you will find yourself. You don't have to talk. The only thing you have to do, you have to be listening. You have to pay attention. You have to respect so you can be able to learn. There's people when they are speaking English, you learn. There is somebody in the comment section here, EJ Glitters. Whenever this lady speak English, I pay attention because you know that English is sweet though. But when it happen to be like RealBiafraTv English, you know, saying I cut and join now they do here because I can't speak like her. So I pay attention. Sometimes you have opportunity like this woman, an illiterate and a compound illiterate / illiteracy, who find himself in the midst of those that was educated. And what happened? She refused to learn. She refused to go down to understand. She refused. She is in the midst of those that could brought her up. Oh my God! I wish I can be in the midst of these governments in their meetings, and so I will learn. I want to learn how to speak. I want to learn how to have a self-control and self-discipline more than the way I am on my own. Because sometimes I flee up. If I flee up, if you see the beast in me, you run away. If you see that, and when I flee up, what I normally do is that you who happen to be my friend, they will use to stop me. I will first attack you in fight. So I can be able to roll the way I want it. I'm telling you the truth. We are here to do something this morning. I am not going to analyze the Gentle's video today. It might be tomorrow. Because I want to analyze that video when I will have a full time. When I start analyzing the video, then I will bring a document on international law or the consequences that will face him in what he's doing right now. You will see the new video where he was ranting, telling his people how he will buy them, how he will do this, how he will do the other one. Now they have made it official that they are not working with the United States of Biafra. When it comes to United States of Biafra, we have 40 states. We have only 3 states that refuse to work. So majority carries what? The vote. Out of 40, only 3 refuses. Olo, also, and a gentle place. That is the only place that refuses to work. So when you see those people like Gentle coming without knowing what is the law, it's all I see my sister Ndulu. Thank you for coming. Please hit the like button, subscribe on the page, so we'll be able to. We wish to stream live very soon because we are putting things together. If you come hard on me, I couldn't get everything. I call on my people, so they also support on the area. I need the support because I am doing the little I can do with my salary that I mean every month. So maybe sometimes you might need the gadget to also to be screaming those things live, honestly. And when we're doing those documents, you can be able to place it out on the screen so you can be able to read on your own. You can also to have a link to download those documents, the constitutions, the consequences, the dangers of what Utos and Gentle is doing. Today we are going to dive in straight because we have about 2 or 3 things to discuss. For us to talk ourselves this morning on this thing, because I said we can't continue repeating one thing, assuming things on our own and saying it. No, we can't continue to be assuming things on our own. We have to face reality because we have a country, we have a government. We must abide by the law, the rules of the international bodies, the Montevideo Convention, treaties, and here and there documents, engagement, the rules of engagement. The rules. Tomorrow we are going to treat the rule of engagement of a military in a new country. The rules of it. Did the Gentle know what they call rules of engagement? Both local and international? No. Did the Butos know? No. If they know, they won't see them calling Donald Trump or Netanyahu. They don't know the rules, the engagement of being a military. They don't know it. Our topic this morning is what we are diving into, our headline. Is what we are about to let Biafran people know. Liberation Army who refused to have a meeting with a new leader of a new country. The dangers and also the legal consequences of it. It has become official that the Gentle and Butuzo and the Angel Makeup, those that believe in them, country governments up to now. After going to 9 months, they still refuse. Are we going to wait for them for eternity? No. The answer is no. We must move to do something. And we have to do it. So, that is what we are going to listen to this morning. My happiness is that we Biafrans are not the one that put all this document and all this law. That all this law has been there before us. We are only to embrace and learn from it. Choose to have a meeting with a new leader of a new country. What are the dangers? Now they refuse this on these 3 states in Biafra land. They refuse to work under the government of United States of Biafra. What are the dangers of their refuse? And what are they going to gain from it? Is the next thing that you need to be asking yourself in what they are doing. Before I go in, you see Gentle on his current video telling you that people or people of his village paid him 1.something million for him to chase away kidnappers. And he had Gentle mentoring those that are sponsoring the kidnapping business in his area. Such a person, is it reliable? Do we supposed to trust him? Oh, so we are shouting your state in Imo State, and you know those that are doing that kidnapping, and you allow them. And the community has to pay you money for you to chase away those people. Child, my people. Hello, Mekwa. Hello, Mekwa. Hello, a man. But I thank God that government is here to take its work responsibility fully against these lunatic people, these criminal, these imbecilities call themselves generals in Biafra land. That is why they don't want the government, because the working under the government will stop the corrupt money they are collecting here and there. That is, look at his openly. As I told you, the spirit of Ikonso is making them to confess. The spirit of Ikonso is making them to confess his atrocity. How could you, who volunteer yourself and he said you are here to protect and defend the land, and you are collecting money from the citizens to protect them, to chase away kidnappers, my people, on our mirror? Gentle don't know when he's saying, no, that is why I said that, you see, negativity can destroy you. And the negativity is what is destroying Gentle right now with Butozo. That is why words that we are not supposed to hear from their mouth. This is a word supposed to hear from Nigeria police. How community paid them money to chase away kidnappers. Instead of that, as somebody who says general army, who don't know meaning of liberation, is coming out openly, open his gutter stinking idiotic mouth to say that he collected 1.5 or 1.2 from his people to chase away kidnappers, and now that he started mentioning names, those he knows that are sponsoring kidnapping in his own state. Is he not a corrupt person? On an akazu no people, Gentle an akazu to defend Biafra land. Not even in the north, they paid you money for. Are you not ashamed of yourself, Gentle? Are you not ashamed of yourself in what you open, what the things that are coming out from your mouth? You can't control it because the Biafra are have possessed you to confess your atrocities. So people will know who you are. That is where you are going right now. Are you sure you're going to be real alive to face the consequences of what you have committed in Biafra land? When we had our first election and we have our first president in Biafra land, and our judiciary will deal with you. You don't know what you are doing, you claim you know. So if you to bend down and learn and ask questions, I think you can little read and write like me. Why can't you ask questions? Because do you see why they refuse? Because okay, if only one community of Gentile can pay 1 point something, okay, check every other communities around that all this insurgency, all this kidnapping is happening. When you collected the money to chase kidnappers away, and the kidnappers did not get away, you are among those that committing the crime in that state. Gentle. The government you refuse has come to stay. The government has come to put things right. So you may know that you are not working for Biafran people. You are working now for your own selfish interests. The coming of United States of Biafra is making a exposition to all of you that are no genuine, that have been compromised even when Obato Obia was here and he was feeding you. We knew. Let us go indirect on what we have to do. The headline: when an old Liberation Army general refused to have a meeting with a new leader of a new country, what are the dangers? You know, yesterday you heard it again from our DPM that they have called Butus and Gento 3 times for a meeting. They declined. They declined. Said in the Montevideo Convention 1933, said that the government needs direct confrontation. The government needs what? Direct confrontation, not to vote of no confidence. Thank you so much for like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that from you. They refuse. 3 good times. Let us. What is the problem? Why? Come and tell us why you don't want government. And they do what they say. No. Okay, you are from India. Thank you so much for coming. This is a United States of Biafra. I am from United States of Biafra, a country that left Nigeria on November 29, 2024. That is where I'm from. Yeah, we are a new country. Like when Magandhi leads you to have your own new country against the imperial leader of British. A friend from India, you are welcome. We are your friend. We are seeking for recognition. We have declared, we have made declaration of our new country called United States of Biafra on November 29, 2024. So please give us accolades and also let your people know there is a people that has left Nigeria for the second time again. We left Nigeria in 1967 to 1970, but British used their power, gun and bullet to press us to go back and said, no victor, no vanquish, that we should come together. That we should come together. That we should come together again. And after 50 years, that we should sit down and share 1 or 2 things if we are good to go, if we are not. Yes, my name is John. The name of this page is RealBiafraTv. My name is John. But the name of my page is RealBiafraTv. Thank you. We explain to you. Now we are going to focus on the things we have to do. But at least we have maximum 1 hour, or 1 hour 15 minutes. So we are moving now. So you will know. Let us go. Listen.
You leader, undermining authority, A general's refusal to meet is a public or private act of defiance that directly challenges the new leader's power. It suggests the general doesn't recognize the new leader's legitimacy or authority. This can be particularly damaging if the general is a respected figure from the liberation struggle. Political instability. The general's defiance can create a power vacuum or an opening for other disgruntled factions to challenge the new leadership. This can lead to a coup attempt, civil unrest, or a split within the military, all of which threaten the new country's stability. Loss of public trust. If the general is a popular hero from the liberation movement, their refusal to cooperate can erode public trust in the new leader. The public might question the new leader's credibility, especially if they are not seen as a true liberator. Dangers to the military. Disunity and mutiny. The general's refusal can cause a deep rift within the military. A significant portion of the armed forces might remain loyal to the old general, leading to internal conflicts, or even a mutiny. This can weaken the military's ability to protect the country and maintain internal security. Paralysis of command. The refusal creates a breakdown in the chain of command. The new leader's orders may not be followed if the general's loyalists control key military units. This can lead to a paralyzed military, unable to function effectively. Weakening of professionalism. A political split within the military undermines its professionalism and can turn it into a tool for political gain rather than a non-partisan force for national defense. The general's legal and personal risks. While the general's actions pose a danger to the state, the general also faces significant personal risks. The new leader may view the refusal as an act of treason or insubordination. They may order the general's arrest, imprisonment, or even execution to consolidate power and send a message to other potential dissenters. The general could be stripped of their rank, honors, and pension, effectively ending their career and influence.
We are going to go back to listen to this again. Then we will be listening and we'll be analyzing the way we normally do. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, Mazi, I heard about, but I never really, I like to discuss things I'm sure of on this my YouTube page because there is where I prepare my own platform and things I do if you really watch out. So, elect for him who is always going to a meeting. Elect for him. Remember, the topic is when an old liberation army generals refuse to have a meeting with a new leader of a new country. What are the dangers? Inside this document of Montevideo Convention, that is where I am pulling out all these documents, the dangers and the legal aspect of it, and what can be done when it happens like that. Let us start afresh on a new note. Listen, I will be meeting, we will be explaining. After I have explained this particular area finished, we open a phone call for anybody who wants to call to contribute, so you can also call to contribute. So listen, we start now.
An old general from a liberation army refuses to meet with a new leader of a new country. It poses significant dangers to the stability and legitimacy of the new government. This act of defiance can be a signal of a power struggle and threatens the new leader's authority.
Thank you. When an old general from Liberation Army refused to have a meeting with the leaders of the new nation, of a new country, it imposed significant danger to the stability and the legitimacy of the new government. That is what Butos and Gento plan to do. They want to prove to people that they are the one in charge, that they are the one giving order, that the government of United States of Biafra does not have any power or any authority or any legitimacy over the citizens of the new nation. That is the topic, yes. When an old liberation army refused to have a meeting with the leader, newly liberated nation, it posed a threat to the newly liberation nation. Thank you so much, easier for explaining more on the comment section for people to read and also to understand. Because I know This is kind of your English now. I wish you are the one to be reading it and explaining to us. But I am looking that day that RealBiafra will help us to have our gadget complete. So once I come in, you can come in, then we'll be doing this together, because this is where I need each editor's voice so much. This is where I need your voice. So international community will be hearing that kind of English they want to hear, not my, you know, thank you so much. Now, the art of defense can be season of a struggle, of a power struggle, and threatening to the new leader's authority. That is what happened here. You see what James and Bruce plan? They want to seize the authority to prove the international community that the government of the people does not have power over the new states. That's what they want to do. And I tend to go for Ngozi rebels to understand this in time and start the new thing in time by recruiting a new Biafra army, because we are no longer in the liberation phase. That is why when I want to ask a question on the documents on where I'm searching my own, I will ask about the old first. I will ask about the old first. Now listen to the danger to the new leader on when Gento and Butuzo, as general and triple general they claim they are, refuse to have a meeting, direct confrontation. Remember yesterday morning that we discussed about that it is a right for the government to have a direct confrontation or invitation to them, either direct confrontation or invitation or a meeting in our own language that we will understand. The government has done that 3 times, good 3 times, and they refuse to come into the meeting because the community are paying the millions for them to protect the citizens in Biafra land. Why also doing their offer, giving them some money? And because of the thing that the money they are making off where they are is up to what they need. And that is why they are hiring others. But it has been broke down by decentralization of Biafra army. We had it again yesterday from a DPM. And according to the law, according to international law, according to the law of treaties and the Montevideo, she is doing the right thing by decentralization. So, a power of Q could not happen. They cannot achieve anything. They can only achieve distraction and the flee from there, because let me not even go deep much like that. Let us continue.
Dangers to the new leader. Undermining authority. A general's refusal to meet is a public or private act of defiance that directly challenges the new leader's power. It suggests the general doesn't recognize the new leader's legitimacy or authority. This can be particularly damaging if the general is a respected figure from the liberation struggle.
Now, there is something that's coming to my mind. When I listened to our DPM, yes, he said that Butuzo asked him to send him a document to prove that he qualified to be a leader of Biafran people until Mas Simon Eba and the Mas Nanekano comes out. And out of to prove loyalty, she did that on a normal ground. She is not supposed to send any document to Butuzo, because if Butuzo's brain is working, he will know that COS, that when Mazen Kanu said DOS is in charge when I'm not there, that is how also the COS has to be in charge when Mazen is not there. And because of his compromise, he's looking for an excuse. Oh, if Dr. Ngozi Oraibes did not send those documents, he will say yes, there is no document to prove to support you to be a leader of Biafra people or DPM or a vice president of United States of Nations. That is what Butuzo planned to do. But this woman messed her up by going down for respecting Butuzo to send all these documents to Butuzo. Imagine. Onye ama ebe graphic and documents ke ya go it. Ewu mamugu. Another document. After the document, what happened? After she boiled herself down and sent you those documents, what happened? You see, continue on your evil way that is going to destroy you. They can never achieve anything. You will see what they will achieve in future. You will see, you hear it here, what they will achieve, and how law look at them. Now, a general to refuse to meet is a public-private act of defiance that is directly challenging the new leader's power. Butozo is challenging the leader, the authority of United States of Biafra government. Yes, Egypt leaders. Madam Ngozo Rebel is always applying wisdom where it's needed. Yes, so that is why I believe in that woman so much. That is why I know that she was born for this particular time we are into. You can only showcase yourself and something that you are born to do, and when it is your right time. You see, all this time that we are not, someone like me, it's not the right time for me to be in social media. The time for me to be in social media is now that we have a government, because I have worked under government, military, parliamentary, and all. Because I know the value of a government and what they can do. So let us continue. It does that the general does not recognize the new leader legitimacy or authority. I hope I hope it's very clear. That is how Ogen Kere, Shiamaka, Gerard and Osho, they refuse, even DOS. That is how they refuse. The same thing they are doing is what you can see the so-called gentle telling you until the man comes out, until the man comes out. A Mugu, a fallback man that is on ground without even knowing that they follow DOS there on the ground and deceiving my Simon and Joko. With what they are doing now, then you will now know that they're on the ground. Obato, it took Obato be 1 year from January to November to prepare for their declaration of United States of Nations as a country. From the whole 2024, everything Master Simon, our PM, is doing is about what? Real declaration of United States of Biafra. In everything, in every meeting, in every outlet, in every address of the Biafran people, the importance of the government, the importance of the real declaration is what he is always channeling all the way from January 1st to November, or they took him out until Finland arrested him. He championed nothing less than declaration of United States of Biafra. Is it not true? And the way he's moving forward, we don't know that Gento and Butus are moving back. You see this word of fall back. Gento and Butus already fall back before our declaration. I call them names by their name. So you know those I'm talking about. Ubana Sanya Debibo. That's why I said sometimes we need political correctness in everything. I don't want to do Odeka. Maybe they think it like this. Look at it. That is why I want to prove it to you through what constitution and what law is all about. Not by saying just from front. This can be particularly damaging if the general is a represented foreign from the liberation struggle. Who recognizes Gentleman? He's not a recognized human being. What we are doing. Look at the one leko. We in bed. Get 5 feet. Upper cage. We brought you up. You brought yourself down. I am going to brought people more down more. With not just saying, but with fact and figures. So you know the class you belong. Type them, share this program, let this go viral so they can be able to come across of it. Political instability, because that's why I told you, if you are not a politics, you can never lead a country to liberation to declare a nation, to work as a country, because it's all about politics. It's all about political movement. That's what it is. So when you see gentle, Ngozi is from people's club. He put his brother in Enugu State as a governor. Emugu. Gentle fool. You don't know, and you don't want to know. You could have known by now that without politics, we will never achieve a new country. It's all about politics. It's all about politics. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was once a politician under Nigeria, under Apoga. That is why Obatori Samanaba was a politician under Peter Obi and Atiku PDP. So the Congo Revolution's own is going to be different. If you are not a politician, if you're not into politics, don't talk about freedom. Don't talk about a country, because everything, majority, 80% of what country is doing based on politics. Is it not true? Even in America, it's not politics. Even in UK, it's not politics. In any countries, it must be politics before you can achieve a new declaration or a new country. We move. I hope we are making common sense. I hope that we are understanding what we are doing this morning. Let us go.
Political instability. The general's defiance can create a power vacuum or an opening for other disgruntled factions to challenge the new leadership. This can lead to a coup attempt, civil unrest, or a split within the military, all of which threaten the new country's stability.
Do you hear that? Amy, you are here. Amy, talking. Good morning from here. Greet you, my brother. Thank you so much for coming. May Elohim bless all of us. May Elohim bless all of us. Thank you so much. Did you hear this? The general that refused to work with the new government is what? It can create a power vacuum or an open of the other militaries, small militaries in the homeland and other things to do what? To challenge the new leadership. If I ask you today, Gento and Botozo, are they challenging this new government? What is the answer in the comment section? For me, it's a yes. I don't know about you with what we are seeing. They try to challenge the government, but because of the government is too smart, because you see this decentralization, that is where the government did marvelous job. Because if not from that, they would have the coup they planned before could have happened. My people, a new nation needs a military to back it up. Only one thing, many things are the works of the military to defend the body integrity of the new country, instead of making a challenge and trying to prove that because you are working with enemy. Because what? You are working with enemy in the land. There is, when you have been, the Biafran people has, Ambassador, good morning, you're welcome. Please like and share. The way you can see the like on this YouTube might not be the other way you see on the other YouTubes. My screen is like this, that I am on the center of a wall that is very small. You will see a 3 dots. A 3 dots. Just click on that 3 dots. It will bring like, share to you. Then if you are seeing me on a full YouTube, there is a thumbs up, like this. Just touch it, hand, it will open. Please do that, because when you like, the program continue going viral. And if you know that what we are doing is the right thing to educate ourselves, please like the video. And you're gonna say, our deputy prime minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, smarter than them. One day, I'm Zinzabia. I greet you. Thank you for coming in for this. Your name is very, very hard to pronounce. So let us continue. This can lead to a coup. This can lead to what? A coup. Ali, my friend, thank you. Good morning from here. You remain blessed. May Allah bless you. Salam alaikum. Good morning. So, my people, what Gento plan and Butuzo is a coup in Biafra land, but decentralization of Biafra Liberation Army cut off their hand. They can do nothing. That's what you are seeing here today. This can be what? Imposing danger in the new government, trying to sorry. This can lead to a coup, civil unrest. Now that Butuzo and the Gento are threatening the government that if they come back, let them come back in Biafra land, they will do this, they will do the other one. And the things that happen in Biafra land right now, is it not civil unrest? It is. The citizens of Biafra are not at rest. They are not sleeping. The militaries are not working. The so-called general in that state are not working. That is why they are burning houses and doing everything. As they are burning this house, have you seen Gento Butuzo confront? When you declare a new nation, the government of the new nation, if they have experience and well-trained military and generals, they will deploy them on the street to have open confrontation with the enemies that occupies the land. This is what the law said. This is what the law said about this. We continue. All of which threat to the new country stability. Gento and Butuzo want to destabilize our government. They want to destabilize our government. They want people to see that the government is not functioning. But Chukwuka Obiano passes all of them. You have to election will soon be conducted in Biafra land. The governors, the House of Reps, the Senate, they are coming very soon. Yes, Alaka Chukwu said, you are to like up in your right up 3 point, just touch it, then you can like. So please do that according to what he said. That is exactly what he said. Just like for this program, make it go viral. We are not insulting anybody. We are not making threats to anybody, but we are reading the laws and the document that Butuzo and Gento, as we are about to, they could have read this thing before their declaration, so they will know their stand and the danger they are putting themselves into, and the Biafra land also. Where are Gento and Butuzo? They have safeguarding of our border. Is the question. In Biafra land. Did they? Don Frank, good morning. This platform supports stand to help United States of Biafra to defend our land and also to let our people know, to educate ourselves on international laws, on African laws, on Montevideo Convention laws about a new country and things, the criteria, or what have you and I supposed to do. You have gone far, but today is making it about 8 or 10 days. We start this. So we move. The only achieve of Butuzo and the Gento is also to bring what? To destabilize this government, like what happened in time of Chukwuemeka or the Ejukwu. That is what they want to bring, but this time around, now we day here. We are not going to allow them to do that. Let us continue listening at what law has for them and the impending danger of what they are doing in Biafra land. Let's continue.
Public trust. If the
Losing
general is a
public trust.
popular hero from the liberation movement, their refusal to cooperate can erode public trust in the new leader. The public might question the new leader's credibility. especially if they are not seen as a true liberator.
Do you see that? When Gentoo and Butuzo refuse to, they claim they are popular. You see why they know what they are doing. The liberation movement. To cooperate with the new nation leaders is what? They are making it publicly that they don't have trust and they don't want the citizens to have a trust on their leaders. Those in the government. That is what Gentoo are representing. And that is the danger of what they are doing. But I am happy that the real Biafran people understand what they are doing and we stand up against it. Why is it only in 3 states in Biafra land that are making much noise out of the 40 states of United States of Biafra? Why is this 3? That is where those who say that they are the old one. Now I realize why if a new president comes in, he resigns some old military and some old generals and they recruit new one for them not to claim what they are not. Because maybe they were looking at you ahead that you know that just come now before you am. That is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened. They want to claim popularity. They want to claim heroes. That's why Butuzo tell you, because they just come 1 year ago now. Does it matter? Overtake is allowed? It doesn't matter the day he comes, that she comes. But what matters is what can she offer. You might be there for 100 years, do nothing, like DOS people. And the woman has come to do something and we are against it. Not even that Chukwu came and brought her to come. That is why I have played you here countries that a woman has become their leaders. Tanzania, among them. A lot of countries in Africa that the leader right now is a woman. Also in every part of the world, both Asia and Europe. Women are the leaders of those countries and they are doing perfectly well. Why do you think that in our own time that we are not going to do well? You want to make the new government you want to bring instability, to make the government to fail. You have failed woefully, Butuzo and Gentoo. Biafran people did not value you more than the government of United States of Biafra. People of Biafra value their government. That is why we stand against you and tell you that 2 of you are doing a wrong thing in Biafra land. Look at you, Gentoo, to open your mouth and said that the community paid you 1.5 or 1.2 for you to pass away. Why did the Master Kano start recruiting you as a member of ESN before transforming you into Biafra Liberation Army? Butuzo and Gentoo. Aro mekwa. Your job. We move into the law. Let us listen.
Dangers to the military. Disunity and mutiny. The general's refusal can cause a deep rift within the military. A significant portion of the armed forces might remain loyal to the old general, leading to internal conflicts or even a mutiny. This can weaken the military's ability to protect the country and maintain internal security.
Are you following the danger of the danger to the military? When General Butuzo and the Gentoo refuses can be cause a deep rift within the military. A significant portion of the armed force might remain loyal to the old general. That is why 3 states only, and those that under them remain loyal to Butuzo and Gentoo, because they claim they are the trepos and the generals of generals. Listen. Leading to an internal conflict. For them to be submissive under the new government, it can lead to an internal conflict of old army and new army, citizens and citizens. Today in social media, you see Chiamaka Ajere attacking the government. You debunking their lies, and also attack them. That is internal conflict. Number one, internal conflict in social media that bring internal, because the social media opens everybody's eyes to know what is happening, whether it is good or it is bad, no matter how it happens. I want you to understand the danger of what Butozo and Gento, they are the one now planning an internal conflict in the homeland, because they think they have power. They think they have monopoly to overthrow the government. That is things that we must know. This can weaken the military ability to protect the country and maintain internal security. You see, when they refuse, do you see that? They want to weaken Biafra government by refusing. They want to suppress the government to be under them. We can never be under you, because we are not, military can never declare a new nation. No general can declare a new nation. Entire history. Go and verify. You can only be used to protect the border, the integrity, the sovereignty of that new country, not you. You had this here. It's not my makeup. What I am reading is a document from Video Convention in 1933. Look at what I am reading. It's not my makeup. See it here. Look at it. It's not my makeup. I only try and search and see all these things, so we can use to educate ourselves, to equip ourselves. Not only time we are bombarding Chiamaka Ajere. See, we have known all this issue of Chiamaka Ajere from day one till today. So sometimes we now in government, we need to do another different thing in social media. That is how Bangladesh educate their people. Many of the social media dive in, reading constitution, reading documents, reading legal consequences of refusing to be under the government. Before you know it, they said under 4 months, people turn around to understand that this is what they're supposed to do, and they all key in. They now get their recognition. The internal conflict social media now stopped. Why are we good in only internal conflict in social media? Why? Why are we good only that place? We are not supposed to always fighting ourselves. Even if the fight comes, that's na okenye mechiri ofu anya apota akwa na anya piaria. Like what our DPM is doing. That woman is very smart. Very, very. Hold on, I told you. In a small time, we had a country that has recognized United States of Biafra as a new nation. Oge mege vam n'anya. Ị ga na mmemme ncha aba gị anya. Ị mara ọ na mmemme ncha aba gị anya already. Anybody, any individual, whether civilians, whether whoever you are, that refuse to work under United States of Biafra government, you are making fool of yourself. In a raro rebure wege, and you know na mrencha abaganya. I sing ne maki gebe hadaino. That is what you will cry. Gentle Butozo, Chiamaka Ajere, and done those, because the law must take its course. The consequence of legal action of what people are doing must be treated, because they said the government has to do it to set example for future purposes. Ntegano ni ife. Ntegano kono ha ife. But again, but the so-called DOS. Ntegano ni ife na keep as well, because Hadaino comes at last. Mero mwege bere. Bero mwege akpa. That is why when Jesus Christ form one Hebrew kahana eba akwa, bero mwo no akpa. Chegaria mboge derege. Chegaria before we get recognition. Because after getting recognition from countries you come, now the law says that anybody who did not support from day one until the country gets recognition, that they will face consequence of the law. Do you think it's all about chat on social media? We are keeping record, and I said, me, RealBiafraTv, my work in homeland is to do protests against all these criminals. If any one of them puts poster that they want to contest, I will lead protesting. They will never inherit, they will just be silent in Biafra land. They will be silent. Because any of them who you allow to win any position with his bad people, they will come to destroy the government or destroy Biafra land. That is why none of them will protest. They don't have future purposes. That is why I said, when you're in this government, if you want to resign honorably. Because sometimes you might resign and you might come back if you are really genuine. And in Biafra, you can also contest even for a council or chairman of community, and people will give it to you. My job is to spot in every state. I will have somebody who is watching among these inconsequential, these enemies who set us back. If you want to contest in Biafra land, I will be leading protests here and there. Because people can never smell anything position. You people will live in Biafra land as a tenant. That is how people are going to live in Biafra land. You will know. That is my purpose. I will never allow people to enter in any position in Biafra land because they will come with their corrupt mind. I will never. We move. We move. We move. The thing that your plan can work. Let us continue.
Paralysis of command. The refusal creates a breakdown in the chain of command. The new leader's orders may not be followed if the general's loyalists control key military units. This can lead to a paralyzed military, unable to function effectively.
Do you hear that? That is why decentralization is one of the important good things that this government has achieved for us as the Biafran people. Are you following? Are you listening? Are we making common sense? This law, this document, is it teaching us something that we all need to know? This platform is only to educate Biafran people, not to put pictures of Adade or Rama them looking like a monkey and they no. And this is how I am plain. You see me? I am a very plain human being and focused on something I want. I don't do things like others are doing. I do it the way that is my favors the Lord because I have tried it before. In Nigeria, I have contest as a councillor. I have also contest as a local government chairman. I have also been part of military and paramilitary. So that is why I must do things that law approve. So I must be right. There is things Obato Obi did in liberation phase that he could not do now because international law will hold him. But everything he did that time, because we're in liberation, law cannot hold him because it is a freedom fighter. It is a prisoner of conscience. That's what it is in the eyes of the law. They think that they can win this government. But yesterday, in fundraising, you can see the government wasn't strong without looking back. You can see the government wasn't strong without looking back. Do not succumb to any pressure coming from any human being. I said it's no longer a time for us to concord and it's saying the same thing we are saying from the time immediately now. We must start saying another different thing. That is why we need to educate ourselves in social media. That is why I am begging my fellow Biafrans on social media. It's a time to talk about them within 10 minutes and use the other 1 hour to read laws, constitutions, the criteria of a government, the criteria of a new country, and whatnot. That is what we're supposed to be doing now. Because what we see we are doing on debunking lies and the propaganda and trying to neutralize propagandas of them. We have been doing that from day one. From day one. One word is enough for a wise man. We continue.
Professionalism. A political split within
Professionalism
undermines its professionalism and can turn it into a tool for political gain rather than a non-partisan force for national defense. The general...
Do you hear this? I want to weaken of professionalism. A political general military undermined its professional and they can turn it into a tool for political gain rather than securing the border of its country. This is overview of it. Gentle, Butoso. What are they doing? Is what he has said. They don't have professionality in them. Do they have? No self-discipline, no self-control. You cannot be a triple general and general when you do not have these qualities, because there is a qualities that a general must has. Maybe by tomorrow we shall ask into the documents a quality that makes someone a general in a military and the over general in a military. We shall ask that tomorrow. I think it's very important that we do so. So we will know that if they have the quality, and you see why they are messing up. They want to be a tool of politicians in Biafra land. That is why they are. That's why Gentle and Butoso are having meetings here and there with politicians. That is why Gentle, Butoso, those believe in them. They are having meeting with so-called Southeast governors, our oppressors. They have meeting with them, and they're paying them money. How do you think they will work? That is why nothing is happening in Biafra land. But let them wait. Let them wait. The manifestation of this the new Biafra army, because we are no longer in the era of liberation. They will understand what is to come when this army will take over Biafra land. Because for us to chase away the oppressors in our land, it must be from county to county, street to street, local government to local government. That is why every state must have their own chain of command. So in a day, just think in a day, that Biafra army and the police do joint task force to every state rolls up and starts dealing with police and the army. When those are what somebody do about now. But because of if we are doing from one branch and coming, they will be sending their troops and the armor tanker in that particular state. Nigeria know what is going on. That is why they are asking America to give them equipment. See, I check one thing. It's a right of America to sell equipment to them. This is pure truth too. It's right of America. But we are going to make it to have sanction if they can be able to give it to them. Because Nigeria is a country. Afghanistan is a country. Buying equipment from even Russia. So in this world, everything is possible. But remember when Mazinandi Kano was here, when Nigeria government go to America and get Tucano jets, they put sanction on that Tucano jet. Even though the removal of Donald Trump eliminated the sanction. Now, he is the one who gave that Tucano jet and he was sanctioned it. He put restriction on it. So even if Nigeria, America approve this thing and give it to them, there must be a sanction on it. It's a right, it's a constitutional right from Montevideo Convention that every country has right to buy a weapon from any country. But when it's not using for the purpose, with the issue of buying those equipment was meant to attack the civilians, the country who are giving it to them will put restriction and sanction on it. That's what may happen. And remember, when Nigeria buy this equipment, Boko Haram, insurgency, Al Qaeda, Lakrowa will take over it. That's those they are buying it for. Don't worry, if they eventually America release it, you will see the hands of these Boko Harams that are taking it over from them. Now we go. You have understand this. Rather, they are general refuses to work, professionalism to showcase of him to defend the nation and the sovereignty and their borders, refuses to accept their declaration. He is the oppressors to prove a political stooge, a political toy. That is what Gento and Butuzo is doing in Biafra. That is why how could you feel that Master comes, the Master can come and had that instead of was collecting money from the citizens to protect the land? What a shameful thought what a shameful work from Gento. And he out openly saying it. And that's why I told you that the spirit of Ikonso is fighting Gento. He's making to confess all his atrocities. It's against the law for a military of a country to collect money from citizens to protect them. It's against the law. It's insubordination. We move, we continue. The general, legal, and the personal risk. Now listen, the risk of what and the legal aspect of what Gento and Butuzo is doing in Biafra land. Let's go. Listen.
Legal and personal risks. While the general's actions pose a danger to the state, the general also faces significant personal risks. The new leader may view the refusal as an act of treason or insubordination. They may order the general's arrest, imprisonment, or even execution to consolidate power and send a message to other potential dissenters. The general could be stripped of their rank, honors, and pension, effectively ending their career and influence.
Do you hear this? The risk. You know, it's not just about doing something. It's about thinking, you know, my brother, because of lack of history in Nigeria, also did a lot to many people. Because I was in JS1 when the government removed history in the school. I was. This is exactly what happened. And you see the risk and the legal aspect of it. I want to read it again. Why the general actions pose a danger to the new state, new nation called United States of Biafra. The general also facing a significant personal risk. Listen, the new leader may view to as an act of treason. We can call that what Gento and Butuzo is doing in Biafra land. The government has it right to say they are doing treason in Biafra land or insubordination. Ijegita, you are right. Thank you so much. They may order the general arrest with New Biafra army. I'm putting this word straight so you may understand. I don't do like this. I put it straight. I believe in the house of Muslim and the Kano. I don't care who you I owe my life. I must tell you the truth. If you refuse, take my life away from me. So I will know I'm no longer. But once I'm alive, I must say this truth. That is why when Charles Azoka promised me a gadget to open YouTube, promised me Apple laptop, iPhone 15 Pro Max 2, like he give to Remy Jews, and I refused. I said no, do not give me. I rather die with empty stomach instead of eating very well and fall on the road. I don't want it. Do not give. That is why I did not come into social media, because when I first travel, I need to start afresh. You know how it is. First 1 year, first 2 years when you travel in a country, when you run out of the killer enclave called Nigeria. The new government may order arrest of that general, imprisonment, or even order of execution. You know what this execution is all about? By the way. Or even execution or To do what? To regain its power and to prove to people, do not do this again. And he sent a message to other potential distant generals. The general could be stripped off the rank by government, not by vote of no confidence online. Remove his honor and imprison him, effectively ending their career. That is it. This is what we are here to do today. I hope we have gone far and we all understand the dangers and the refusing to come. Remember, we will start from when an old liberation army refused to have a meeting with a new leader, and when he did not accepted the declaration of the new lead of the new country. That is the topic we did today. Please, if you want to call, the number to call is +973 360 513337. That is the number if you have something to contribute on this morning. That is the number to call on the little one we have done this morning to educate ourselves. So if you wish to call, that is the number. I call the number again. +973 360 5337. That is number to call. I see my senior comrade, RealBiafraTv Onyeziokwu. Good morning, sir. I greet you. May Elohim protect you and guide you, and also protect your family. May anything you lay your hand because of your support in this movement, may it turn to blessing 7 times times 7 times. Thank you so much for coming and also greeting the Biafran people. We must prosper. We will see ourselves in Biafra land. You can when a general refuses to have a meeting with a new country leader, the dangers that on it and what is their plan. They said if they refuse, in summary of overview, that they are planning what? They plan Q to overthrow the government or to destabilize the government from their work, to prove to the citizens that the government does not have authority to control the citizens of the land. They do not have power to protect the border, the sovereignty of the new country. That is what we have done here today. That's what we have done here today. This is not my makeup. This is a document from Montevideo Convention in 1933. Look at this. Look at it. This is what we have done today. So if you want to search, because it's a time to educate ourselves. It's a time for us to know what we're supposed to do in this movement. Losing of creditable and authority, a lot of things. When a new country leader they try to refuse the meeting, all are danger, imposing danger in our land. So I want all of us to know that what the government is doing right now is legal, not illegal. But what Gento and Butuzo is doing is illegal in our land. You heard it here clearly that the government has right to arrest them, to prison them, to pass order of execution. It's what the Lord said. If you go to that side of the overview, they said that they might run to exile. That even if the government want them back to deal with them, that they are going to go to treaty or use I6C to do what? To arrest them and bring them back for them to warrant of their atrocity they committed in their country. But they must go through legal process to achieve it. This is what we have discussed here today. And that is how we want to educate ourselves more and more. So please, if you want to call, you are free. I have only 10 minutes before I will stood up to go to my job. Please, if you know you want to call, you have this time to call. Remember that the number to call for you to contribute is +973 360 51337. On WhatsApp, you can get this number. So if you know you have something to contribute according to what we have discussed so far, or how we have educated ourselves so far, you are free. This time is for you to call. The time is what? Is for you to call. So please, if you can call, you can. You have to do that. If you wish to call. If you wish to call. If you wish to call, you can call. So, no vote of no confidence. It's only government to remove them, to take out their positions, so we may know that what we are doing is what? A legal movement. We are now in government. We must change our ways of doing things. We have to change our way of doing things, and we must do it in the way that the law approves it. So the government will be a legit government, will be a legitimate government in the eyes of every other countries. That's why I told you here. Do not panic. Do not panic, because you have a government that can take care of you. In everything we do, we must pay attention to our government. We must give them that kudo. We must allow them to lift the movement of the people. We must allow them to do their job. Do not pressure this government, or do not also constitute news and social media. Allow the government to do its job. I said what? Allow the government to do its job by themselves. But do the little one you can do for us to be on social media, to educate ourselves more and more, for us to know our rights and what we need to do. Government has come to stay. It is not going back. So you can repent today, because what you are doing in Biafra land is insubordination and treason. This is how law called two of you who refuse to work under the government of United States of Biafra. This is how it is. So nobody is going to do it for you, and you have to repent. If you don't repent, you are on your own. So my people, we must continue to support our government. We must continue to be under our government. We must continue to allow the government to do his job. Do not conduct any vote of no confidence online against Gentle and Botos. It's not your right to do that. It's not legal. We must, for now we are in government, we must do everything according to the international laws and laws of our countries that are here for us, to also to protect us. Because the way we think is not the way law think. I know I use that word. The way we see things is not the way law, international law sees it. Now we must start seeing things in that way that international law see all these things. That is the only way we can make it to happen. So my people, we must understand that now we're in a government. The government have rights. And I want to tell you one thing. In 40 states of Biafra, it's only 3 states refuse this. So far, so good. It's only 3 states. Olo, Oso, and Okigbe. Others are in touch with the government. So go into 40 minus 3. How many remain? It's not 37. 37 is under this government. And have you think of when this 37, the military will roll up one day? I said it. For us to chase these people in our land, in a day, every state will roll up on the roads the same day. One day. Then we know how many military Nigeria has no level of military Biafra army in our homeland. When is it happening in Ikemba? It's happening in Odimegu. It's happening in Omambala. See, when somebody now. That is only how we can do it. That is why I said, when we are in the homeland, we plan this NSAS. I told them they refuse. We must not gather one place. We need to do it. Every local, every kindred will come out. Every kindred will come out. County by county. Nigeria police will not come and kill people. And they refuse. That is what we will do. That is why we have county commanders. This is how we will chase them away from county to state. Or one day. This if 35 states kick up to chase them away one day. One day. You got all these in the chop and down line now. Today, and only Okigbe. They will send their troops and their armor tankers in Okigbe. They will defeat men that are there. If Nigeria has 20 armor tanker, 100 armor tanker, and want to deploy it in every state, 40 states in Biafra land, don't know that we can capture all of them red-handed. This is how we are going to do it. And that is what the government is planning. If they are not planning this way, they must go through that way. They can be able to chase these oppressors away from our land. So the idiot shouting at Eboma Jani doesn't have idea what to do except to come and rant and shout social media. These things that we must all know, and we have to do it according to international law. Said what? According to international law. It is very, very important, and it is very, very imperative as you understand how we can educate ourselves and how law holds for these individuals. Or tomorrow, we are going to have it. What you as a citizen has to do to help the new country to grow. It's not just all about social media. There is something we all must do. What a citizen has to do for a new country to grow very fast. All this is what we are going to be doing. Yes, Jerry, I can see you. Thank you so much. I have already woke up. This is almost 6 o'clock here. This is 6 a.m. in the morning. So I'm about to go to my work. I have only 10 minutes to stand up and wait for my driver taxi to pick me up to where I'm working. So my fellow Biafrans, I thank you all. I want to thank you all to be here this morning. Those who are here, those who always wake up very early to be with me. Thank you so much. May Elohim continue to bless all of us and protect us as we are here to work to help our government to restore our sovereignty in the homeland of United States of Biafra. From me, from here, have a good day.